Well, earlier I spoke to Bob Ainsworth, the Defence Minister. I asked him when the Prime Minister had decided to go to Iraq and make the statement about troop levels there.
Well, the Prime Minister wanted to visit Iraq before and ahead of his statement in the House of Commons next week.
When did he decide to go?
I'm not dead sure exactly when he decided to go.
When did he decide to make the announcement in Iraq rather than in Parliament?
Well, I would have thought it would be extraordinary if he visited Iraq, Jeremy, spent time with the defence chief, spent time with the Iraqi Prime Minister, and then didn't say anything.
The answer to my question in that case as well, then, is you don't know.
Well, I knew that he was likely to go, and I consider that to be perfectly natural.
On this very important matter, which merited a whole 126 words in his speech.
His speech to conference last week?
Yes.
Well, that's part of the problem, isn't it? I mean, there seems to be an expectation from the Tory party that nothing should be said, nothing should be announced during the party conference season. If he had said something last week, it would have been for cheap party political gain at our conference. Because he said something this week, it's in order to spoil their conference. Let's cut the nonsense on this. The real story...
I'm merely quoting back to you what he himself said, which was that if there were important announcements to be made, they would be made to Parliament.
And they will, and a statement will be made next week.
All right, maybe you could help us then on some other facts. These 1,000 troops to be withdrawn from Iraq, are they all currently in Iraq?
We are coming down, as the Prime Minister said, from a force level of 5,500 to 4,500, and there's an expectation that we'll be able to do that before Christmas.
The answer to my question, then, is yes or no. Are the 1,000 that are being withdrawn all in Iraq?
Jeremy, that is the level of troops that we have there and have had there over a period of time.
Sorry, Minister, which bit of the question don't you understand? I'm asking you, these 1,000 troops, are they all currently in Iraq?
They are not all in Iraq.
Thank you. How many are?
Very recently come out of Iraq.
How many are in Iraq?
We are well over 5,000. We are in the process...
The Prime Minister said today 1,000 of our troops can be brought back to the United Kingdom by Christmas. How many of that 1,000 are in Iraq?
Jeremy, the Prime Minister was very clear that force levels are going to come down from the 5,500 that they have been over the summer to 4,500 by the end of the year. Now, what is complicated about that?
What is complicated about it, Minister, is that, as you perfectly well know, although you will not say so, a very large number, hundreds of those soldiers, have already been brought back to this country or are in the process of coming back. Is that not so?
Is
that so or not, Minister?
And there is nothing hidden in that.
Well, there are 500 of those troops who are either already back here or on their way back here.
No, there are not.
Oh, how many then, please?
There are a couple of hundred, I think, that have already been withdrawn from theatre.
Is it not the case, Minister, that there are 500 of these troops either already back here or on their way back here? And, just a second, please, and the other 500 haven't even been deployed to Iraq.
Jeremy, we are in the process of rolling the entire force in Iraq. The people who have been there over the summer do a 6-month period.
And indeed,
there is nothing unusual about that. So there are complications in this.
500 of them already back or on their way back, and
true.
500 of them not even sent there yet.
No, not true. Nothing like that.
Well, why does the Prime Minister say, then, that by Christmas 1,000 of our troops can be brought back to the United Kingdom?
Jeremy, because, and I don't know what I'm saying that's confusing you here, because the force levels that there have been over the last few months have been 5,500. That will come down to 4,500. That is 1,000 less.
And the rest of them, of that unit, the King's Royal Hussars, scheduled to come back anyway. And indeed, the other element in this conundrum, 500 members of 4 mechanised brigade, not even yet deployed to Iraq.
but lots of units are coming back and lots of units are going out.
No, but the point is
that happens all the time.
The point is that half of this notional reduction announced today by the Prime Minister aren't actually in Iraq anyway.
No, Jeremy, the actual people may not be in Iraq because troops are rolled all of the time. And is there a reduction of 1,000 or isn't it?
It's a reduction of 1,000, clearly, but it is a notional reduction, isn't it?
No, it's not a notional reduction, it is a mathematical reduction.
It's a notional reduction if they're not already in Iraq.
We are coming down from 5,500 to 4,500, a reduction of 1,000. Yes, that process has commenced.
Bob Ainsworth, thank you.
Thank you.